Hello learners. In this session, we are going to learn about modulation techniques AM, PM, FM and synchronous and asynchronous modulation. So let's begin with modulation technique. Amplitude modulation. In amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier wave is varied in proportion to the message signal, and the other factors like frequency and phase remain constant. The modulated signal consists of a lower frequency band, upper frequency band, and carrier frequency components. This type of modulation requires greater bandwidth, more power. Filtering is very difficult in this modulation. Frequency modulation. Frequency modulation varies the frequency of the carrier in proportion to the message or data signal while maintaining other parameters constant. The advantage of FM over AM is the greater suppression of noise at the expense of bandwidth in FM. It is used in applications like radio, radar, telemetry, seismic prospecting, and so on. Phase modulation. In phase modulation, the carrier phase is varied in accordance with the data signal. In this type of modulation, when the phase is changed, it also affects the frequency. So this modulation also comes under frequency modulation. Analog modulation is more sensitive to noise. If noise enters into system, it persists and gets carried till the end receiver. Therefore, this drawback can be overcome by digital modulation technique. Synchronous and asynchronous modulation. Asynchronous modulation. In asynchronous modulation, data is sent in form of byte or character. This transmission is the half-duplex type transmission. In this transmission, start bits and stop bits are added with the data. It does not require synchronization. The diagram represents the asynchronous modulation. Synchronous modulation. In synchronous modulation, data is sent in form of blocks or frames. This transmission is the duplex type. Between sender and receiver, the synchronization is compulsory. In synchronous transmission, there is no gap present between data. It is more efficient and more reliable than asynchronous transmission to transfer a large amount of data. Kindly refer to the diagram for better explanation.